next. It's an NFC South Showdown. The Falcons have won 9 of the last 11 against the Panthers, while Carolina looks for a win in Atlanta in back-to-back seasons. Week 8 is coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by their new quarterback for 2021 in his 4th season overall now after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run right side with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. Let's go. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film as this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This time Ryan will throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starters.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Gordon, 84 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This is Hunt on the draw play. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Now a handoff, Hunt's going to run left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard, leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Hard throw, incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dancing away at the 35. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Off of play action, Darnold. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Patterson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Patterson on the carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Powerful running. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 29, Darnold.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold down to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and they have gone to halftime with the Jets out on top. Corey Davis, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, by comparison, they've been the better of these two sides in the rushing department, as you see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Smith to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. There's a nice move, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Ian Thomas
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. Flush to his right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. Shifts by him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Darnold. And Gordon's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now it's Ryan. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Again, Ryan. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. They'll run with Hunt, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd down and 7.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Dances by him. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Panthers will get the football back. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Arnold will hand off to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. This is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Well, that got out of hand very, very quickly. Rough game for our Atlanta Falcons. You know, you're not going to win many football games when you have 3 turnovers, especially when one of them is returned for a touchdown. What's crazy is that I've been begging for our offense and Kareem Hunt to figure out and have a good game running the ball. And he was on pace for 100 yards, 12 carries, 82 yards, but we had to go one-dimensional because we kept on getting behind by more and more and more. We couldn't convert our third and shorts. We got in the red zone only twice and settled for field goals. And we only made them punt 1 time, and it was at the end of the half. We couldn't get off the field on defense, and we couldn't keep our drives going offensively. Their secondary is elite and locked up our wide receivers. It was a very, very tough day for our team. You know, that's about all I can say about that. Carolina, they're 7-1. We're 3-4. We got a couple tough game stretch here coming up, and these next couple games are really going to determine our season, if we're going to be able to have an opportunity to squeeze in as a 7th seed in the playoffs, or if we're going to just be, you know, fighting for draft position and you know, maybe want to tank a couple games and try to get draft position. So kind of see what happens. The next video will be our midseason report. I'll kind of go over stats and you know, everything that you'd kind of look at midseason, where we're sitting with all sorts of numbers and metrics, and I'll give a second half preview. But otherwise, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stay to the next one. Peace.